We know the Hyundai i30 is a good thing. At the top of the range, the i30N is great fun, and at the bottom of the range, the Go is good value. Sitting somewhere between the two is this, the i30 Premium Petrol, which joined the diesel model earlier this year. So, is it any good? We kind of know what an i30 looks like by now, but there are still a few things setting the Premium apart from lesser grades. For one, you've got these LED headlights and this chrome surround on the cascading grille up front. Coming around the side, you've got 17-inch alloy wheels that are unique to this car, wrapped in 45 profiled hand-cooked tyres. That means it still rides well, even though the wheels are bigger. Along the side, you've got this chrome trim around the windows, and then down back, there's not even a premium badge. I don't want to tell the world that it's a premium car, but you do get tail lights from the SR, although you don't get the exhaust and diffuser that car gets as well. To me, it's still a handsome looking car. Back here, you've got 395 litres of space, which is plenty for our blue car advice suitcase here. It's not quite class leading though. Honda fits a bit more in the Civic, but Hyundai has squeezed a full-size spare tyre under the floor, which is really useful if you're travelling long distances. If that's not enough, you can also fold the rear bench 60/40, so you can fit essentially whatever you want in there. Now, coming around to the back seat, you'll see that there's generous footroom and legroom, provided you are a normal sized person. Now, I'm much taller than the average, so this is kind of going to look a bit ridiculous, but the one thing that does stand out is the lack of headroom, because this giant panoramic sunroof eats into where your head would normally go. Now, for backseat passengers, you get 2 air vents. You also get map pockets on both sides of the car and bottle pockets in both doors. You've also got a flip down centre armrest with cup holders on both sides. Now, up front, there's plenty of tech. You've got this 8-inch touchscreen on top of the dash with built-in navigation, along with smartphone mirroring and all the stuff you'd expect, like DAB radio and Bluetooth. You've got heated and cooled seats for the driver and passenger, and on the driver's side, they're electrically adjusted as well. You've got an electric park brake instead of a manual one, and auto holding, so you can take your foot off the brake at the stoplights and the car won't roll away. The cabin itself is logically laid out. You've got your climate controls, which are dual zone below the air vents here, and lots of storage. So for one, you've got this pop-up pocket here with a wireless phone charging point, a USB plug and an auxiliary plug underneath the dash. You've got this sliding double cup holder here and generous storage in the center console and the glove box. As we know with the i30, this car feels well put together, and most of the stuff you touch, including this lovely leather steering wheel, is very nice in the hand, but there are a few harder plastics down low if you go searching for them. The other thing is, this car is called the Premium and it costs more than $30,000, so maybe a bit of trim on the dashboard or around the air vents would be nice. Now, power in the i30 Premium comes from a 2-litre naturally aspirated petrol engine making 120 kilowatts and 203 newton meters. This car used to be diesel only, but Hyundai added the petrol earlier this year being 2018. It's hooked up to a 6-speed automatic torque converter, and that powers the front wheels. There's no all-wheel drive and there's no manual option in the Premium. All told, it's perfect for driving around the city. It doesn't quite have the punch of the turbocharged engine in, say, the Golf, but it actually pulls quite well from down low, and it's going to get you up to the speed limit effortlessly. If you are in a hurry, the transmission's actually surprisingly keen to kick down too, so if I lean on the throttle a bit, it'll drop a gear and you get going where you need to, which is always a positive thing. In terms of ride and handling, this i30 strikes the same balance that the rest of the i30 range strikes, and it's a good one. It's not a sports model, so it doesn't ride particularly firmly, and it's not, designed to be an outright driver's car. You don't have the multi-link rear end like you get in the SR, you've got a normal torsion beam down back. But that is perfect for driving around town. The steering, while we're talking balance, strikes a good one between being light enough that your grandma could park it with one hand, but also firm enough that it still feels purposeful and you're not going to get blown away on the highway. Once again, it's a Hyundai i30 and it does those Hyundai i30 things really, really well. In terms of safety kit, well, you've got pretty much everything, because this is the top of the range car before you get into the sporty SR or i30N. You've got autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert. You can see I'm getting a bit breathless here listing all this. Reversing camera, rear parking sensors, lane change assist, and driver fatigue warning on board. So essentially everything that Hyundai offers in the safety space is on offer here as well. The i30 Premium Petrol builds on the i30's strengths. It's comfortable, it's got a luxurious interior, and it looks nice on the outside. It's also got all the safety kit you could ever want. But it does still come with the same engine as the base i30 Go, and for just $1,500 more you could find yourself in an SR Premium with a 7-speed dual clutch transmission and a 1.6 litre turbocharged engine. If you're not worried about performance, then this car is going to be fine for you. But if you are keen for something a bit punchier, the SR Premium is probably worth a look. Now, for more car reviews on the i30 and more info on the SR and the Petrol Premium, make sure you head to Drive.com. For more of Car Advice's reviews on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification button so you're the first to know every time a new one goes live.